So yes. Okay everyone, we have got a new coffee machine, yay! And we promised a very quick demo of how it works so that we can make sure that it doesn't get ruined in the machinery again. So I'll start by showing you how to use filter coffee, because right now that's what we're using, and we'll get back to the beans later. So the first thing you have to do, which actually goes for both cases, is that you have to secure that the water tank is filled. I typically use this one to fill it up with cold water up to the 8 limit. You can fill lower as well if you want less coffee, but by default we always fill up to 8. Make sure you don't fill above, because then it will leak water on the back. Secondly, we have to actually open up and check the filter, that it's clean and not filled with old coffee. So we just have to remove this one first. There's a open button here, so you just click on the open button, which opens this compartment. Move the protection lid, and then in this case we see the filter is full from before, so you take it out, go to the bin, empty as much as you can in there, and then you use warm water. Just make sure you don't burn your fingers. The warm water to rinse it out thoroughly, like this. Give it a little shake. Put it back in the machine here. And then for filter coffee you will find under here, as you know. When using filter coffee, we should use like 6 to 8 spoons. You can use this fine measuring spoon here. To make it easier for us now, I've pre-filled 8 spoons. And that seems to be the perfect amount for the coffee. So you add them into the filter, put the support lid on and close. And then you should make sure it's empty, of course, and put this one back in here. And then the next step is to turn the machine on first. What's very important now to remember is that when we're using filter coffee and not grinded coffee, we have to make sure that this grind icon is switched off. So it has to be red as it is here now. If it was not red, you just click it once and then make sure that it turns red and it's off. And then we can simply, first we can adjust the amount of cups if we want to. So here you see now it's going to be enough coffee for about 8 cups. This can be adjusted here. By default, it's always on 8. And you can also change the strength of the coffee here. By default, we have it on the middle strength, and this has been preferable from people drinking coffee. And then you basically just click on start, and it starts brewing. And it will beep when it's ready. And then the coffee should stay warm for a while, but you can also, move over to this one and make another batch here if you want to. Right, so that was filter coffee. And then just to show you the difference when using beans, which is what we will go back to once we've spent up the filter coffee. Same starting points, always check the water, always check that the filter is emptied and rinsed from last time. And then you have to open this lid. Right now it's of course taped here, but you open it and you pour beans into this compartment. Don't overfill it, but it should also not be too, there shouldn't be too few beans in there either. And this one here, you can turn either to the right to make it more like more fully grounded, but if you turn it left, you will have like a much more, it will be much thinner, like much smaller grinds. We've figured out that the ideal size is probably in the middle here, so by default it's in the middle. And once that's done, again, you go back here, turn the machine on, make sure now that the grinding function is on, so it's not supposed to be red. Same adjustment here in cups and strength, and start. And then this one will start grinding, and then it will start pumping water, and voila, coffee.
Yay!
Yay!